I'm Anton.
He's fast, super fast. Toyota Scissorhands reached his 48th plate. It's overpowering, overpowering. It's the dawn of a new era.
This is my dad from ages ago. My dad used to be a food fighter. And this is my dad now.
I won't lose. I'm not gonna let you beat me.
Ugh.
Here. Mom, another.
Yes. My dad, as he is, if hoping to make me his daughter a food fighter too. He makes me compete in a fast-eating contest every mealtime, even though I'm not even interested in food fights at all. So beautiful. My name is Homare Toyota, a 5th grader in elementary school. I had another dream. And that was to become a fashion model. I used to take a peek at my mom's fashion magazines when I was little. Seeing the beautiful and glamorous women in those magazines, at some point I started dreaming of becoming a model. For that, managing your body shape is important, but my stomach is heavy. My dad would always make me eat to my limit to keep me on the same path as him. Then, one day,
I want to eat meat today.
That sounds good. I was shopping with my mom and dad at the mall when...
Hey, you there.
Uh?
I'm from a magazine called Peachy Poochie Lemon. I was wondering if you are interested in being a kid model.
You mean that? Peachy Poochie Lemon? I was approached by someone from a famous magazine company.
Yeah, I have discovered many famous models, but you have quite a lot of potential.
It was the moment when the endless road to making my dream come true miraculously comes together in the shortest distance. But...
Yeah. Huh?
What?
Don't throw strange stories onto my daughter. I won't allow such nonsense like modeling. Walk away right now. I'm sorry.
Dad turned away the scout with an evil look on his face. Wait a minute.
Don't worry, Homar. Whoever obstructs your path to becoming the strongest food fighter, no matter who they are, I'll get rid of them for you. Right, let's go.
No way. There wasn't a day that went by I didn't curse my fate for being born to such a father. That night, I had eaten my evening meal to the limit again today, and I threw up what I had eaten. My stomach is rejecting the gluttony of the large meals every day. Dad, I can't do it anymore today. As expected of my dad, I thought he'd give me, his only daughter, a break from eating after all this happened to me.
Nice. That's it. Once you get through that, your stomach will be one step stronger.
What?
If it all came out, it means more can go in.
Dad still insisted that I eat. I wasn't even offered the option of resting my body. Then one day, I finally ran out of patience. I can't take it anymore. With this lifestyle, my stress has reached its limit.
What's wrong with you, Homare?
At that time, as I was quietly shedding tears in the living room, Mom called out to me. Mom, I want to be a model. I don't want to be a food fighter. I don't want to live like this anymore. Nobody else's homes do this. Perhaps Mom would at least understand my feelings. And that's what I thought.
I have the same thoughts as Dad.
What? This is the first time I found out. My mom used to be a food fighter too.
Gabu gabu.
Amazing, amazing! A great vacuum. That's a lot of suction.
No way. I had no one on my side in this house. I was all alone.
Hey, I made a contract to buy a whole cow.
I want to be a model. Such a dream I've had since I was a little girl is now. Then a few years passed. Unable to resist my parents, and as a result of spending my everyday eating large meals, my weight had increased to 150 kilograms in my second year of high school. Good morning.
What's with that sloppy body? However many times I see, it's hilarious.
Even including boys, I am the heaviest in my class. I had no confidence in myself like this, and I still had a hard time fitting in with my class.
Come on, eat, eat!
I've entered you into the regional qualifying round of the upcoming food fight.
But without knowing how I felt, I was still doing gluttony training at home every day. I've never even wanted to enter a competition once. I'm sick of it. What are you doing? And on this particular day, for some reason, the boys were writing my name on the blackboard.
I'm trying to think of a ring name for you.
Ring name? I was rumored to be participating in the town's food fights, and combined with my body shape, I was dealing with being laughed at even by the boy I was interested in. This body, I can't anymore. Because of my parents, I was unable to enjoy a normal lifestyle, and all I could do was cry and despair about my life. My life was over the moment I was born from my mom and dad. But on this day, as I was walking home alone with my shoulders slumped, I reached close to my house. What? I noticed something unusual. What? My house was on fire. I was so shocked by this completely unexpected scene that I couldn't close my mouth.
Somebody help!
That's when I heard a voice. I went into the house with all my might, but the fire had already spread to every nook and cranny, and it was a critical situation.
Somebody.
Help us!
I looked in the direction of the voices. Dad? Mom? I saw my mom and dad stuck under the fallen debris and unable to move.
Homere!
But we can't move! Can you give us a hand?
When I heard the story, apparently the boiler had malfunctioned, causing an electrical leak that started a fire. My parents, who happened to be in the house, failed to escape. The flames were still going strong and spreading throughout the house.
Homere!
Huh. At that time, Now this will liberate me.
What? Amaya, her only daughter, looked down on her mom and dad who were stuck and couldn't move, and laughed.
I've been saying all along, haven't I? That I want to be a model over and over.
What are you saying? In her predicament, there was something wrong with Amaya.
Instead of encouraging me, you denied it. Once you even ruined my chance right in front of me.
Homere!
You made me eat meals to my limit even though I said I didn't want to eat anymore. Thanks to that, I'm now in such a shape that I'm far from being a model.
Then Homer.
Food fighter? A glutton eater? Don't be ridiculous. I never once aspired to be one of those things.
She started screaming for some reason. She seemed very angry. What are you talking about, Homer?
Now's not the time for that.
I was startled that the house was on fire, but this was just as well. Now, a delicious cooked pork chashu will be ready.
You're not thinking, are you? Yes, and then Homer.
See ya.
Wait, oi!
Homere! Homere!
And then Homer, of all people, just left us there and went away. God damn it, how could this happen? The house is about to collapse at any moment, but our bodies are crushed by the rubble, which must weigh 200 kilograms, and we can't even move a milliliter. So hot! My wife and I have already been burned by the flames, and most of our bodies are in a state of burns. The worst of the burns have got into the subcutaneous tissue, turning it black and charred. Are you okay?
Honey, I can't.
The pain was so great that it felt as if we could pass out at any moment. As we are already, we were gonna be burned alive. Yes, by the fires of hell. Homer has hated us. Of course, I knew I was pushing her a little too hard, but I never thought she would leave us in the fire. I shuddered through the flames, realizing for the first time the depth of my daughter's hatred. And then, it's so hot, so hot!
Huh. Goodbye, Dad. Mom.
Ah! Ah! I wonder when did I start wanting to be a food fighter? As long as I can remember, I was already fascinated by gluttony.
Food fighter? What the hell are you talking about, man?
I'm gonna be the world's best glutton. My wildest dream have been nearly thwarted many times by dream killers. There are those who try to destroy the dreams of others. But it doesn't matter. I'm gonna follow my dream. I'm gonna devour the world someday. However, I never gave up on my dream, no matter the circumstances, no matter what anyone said to me, and I continue my gluttony. because my life belongs to me.
Wow, the winner is Katsura Bulldog!
But my dream was dashed in the middle of my ambition. I decided to leave the continuation of my dream to my daughter who was born.
Daddy!
Oh, Mare! But where am I? I woke up in a hospital room.
Honey, you woke up.
Thank goodness.
Then suddenly, a beautiful woman I didn't know came and hugged me. Who are you?
You've been in a life and death situation during the past few weeks.
You. My life was not in life-threatening condition, and she seems to have regained consciousness before I did. I was so relieved from the bottom of my heart. There's skin grafts on 40% of your body. We transplanted cultured skin, and the surgery was a success. But there was a chance you might not have woken up. Oh yeah, that time I was... Well, man, it saved our lives. I was then transported by the ambulance that arrived. I had barely inhaled too much smoke and was in a coma for a long time.
Are you sure you're okay? Is there something wrong with you anywhere?
Yes, I'm fine. Thank you. So, who is this beauty?
It's Homare.
What? To my surprise, this beautiful woman in front of me was my daughter, Homare. After that, Homare returned home feeling guilty.
Excuse me? My house is on fire.
What on earth? She asked Anton, a handyman who happened to be passing by, for help. After that, we had to be taken to the emergency room and hospitalized, and she said that without any sleep, she nursed us. Ugh.
Sorry. I'm sorry, Dad.
Due to all that hard work and heartache, Homare had lost over 100 kilos. I see. So then, this is your true figure. Seeing that figure, I had a gut feeling, and Homare has the talent to be a model.
Dad, I'm sorry. If only I'd helped you right then and there.
And the sweet Homare couldn't abandon us like that. I'm so sorry. I'm sorry for everything I've done till now.
Dad!
I didn't know I was pushing you to this point. I finally understood it until all this happened. I'd forced my own dream on Homare, who had so much potential. Before I knew it, I had become a dream killer myself.
A few months later, I joined an entertainment agency and began working as a high school model.
Beautiful, isn't she?
Well, would you like to go to the aquarium next?
Definitely no. I was soon assigned the cover of a teen fashion magazine, but my modeling career had just begun.
Homare, I bought up all the magazines with you on the cover.
You really are beautiful.
For my parents who support me with everything they've got, it's now my dream to one day become a world-class model.
Thanks for watching, everyone. Come back again for more, and don't forget to subscribe to the channel.